Hello, good morning, students. Today we discuss about the theory of absolute cost advantage given by Adam Smith. Under this theory, Adam Smith directly criticized the theory of mercantilism. Theory of mercantilism developed by some mercantilists. Mercantilists have view any country should export more and more goods and services and imports less amounts of goods and services for accumulation of goods, because he believed that economic development directly depend upon the accumulation of goods. And but Adam Smith criticized the mercantilist view. According to Adam Smith, the development of the country not depend upon only accumulation of goods, it is also depend upon availability of goods and services for the future generations. According to Adam Smith, trade between the two countries will possible on the basis of absolute cost advantage. Absolute cost advantage means a country has ability to produce more amount of goods and services than others with same amount of cost of productions, or a country produce same amount of production with least amount of cost of production. That means a country has absolute advantage in the production of that commodities. According to Adam Smith, trade between two countries will possible when one country has absolute advantage in one commodity and other country has absolute advantage in another commodity. After a country has absolute advantage in which commodity, produce those commodity and export to others. Other country produce and export those commodity in which he has absolute advantage. If a country produce and exports absolute advantage goods, both countries will be benefited with exchange of goods and services. The theory of absolute cost advantage based on some assumptions. First assumptions, there are only two countries. Second assumptions, they produce same two commodity. And third assumption, product is homogeneous. Fourth, labor is only factor of production and labor is homogeneous. Next, supply of labor is unchanged. Next, commodity produced under constant return to scale. And next, technical knowledge is unchanged. Next assumption is factor of productions are mobile within the country and immobile between the country. We can also explain the theory of absolute cost advantage with the help of valid tables. Suppose we can explain the absolute cost advantage theory with the help of these tables. Suppose there are two countries A and B. There are two countries A and B and two commodity X and commodity Y. Suppose country A produce 10 amount of commodity X with imply 1 unit of labor, and country A produce 5 unit of commodity Y with imply 1 unit of labor. Other hand, country B produce 5 amount of commodity X with imply 1 unit of commodity 1 unit of labor, and produce 10 amount of commodity Y with imply 1 unit of labor. We seen that country A has absolute advantage in the production of X and country B has absolute advantage in the production of Y, because country A produce more amount, 5 more amount of commodity X than commodity Y, with implied same amount 1 labor, and other hand country B produce more amount of commodity Y than as compared to commodity X, with imply same amount of labor 1 labor. We can say that country A has absolute advantage in the production of commodity X and country B has absolute advantage in the production of commodity Y. This is the example of absolute cost advantage. But we also discuss about if one country produce and export those commodity in which he has absolute advantage, both country will be benefited after exchange goods and services. We can explain the gain from trade of both country with the help of suitable tables. Also, this is the tables of this table shows the gain from trade of both country A and country B. Suppose this is the situation of before production before trade, this is the situation of production after trade, and this shows the situation of gain from trade. We seen that before production before trade 50 unit, 10 unit before trade country A produce 10 amount of commodity X and 5 amount of commodity Y. Country B produce 5 amounts of commodity X and 10 amounts of commodity Y. Total amount of commodity X is 15. Total amount of commodity Y is 15. Production after trade. In production after trade, that means the both country use the production of absolute cost advantage. We seen that for country A has absolute advantage in the production of commodity X and country B has absolute advantage in the production of Y. Then country A produce only commodity X and country B produce only commodity Y. After that, we seen that country A produce 20 amount of commodity X, because all the labor implied only for the production of X, and country B produce 20 amount of commodity Y, because all the labor used for the production of Y. We seen that country A gain 5 unit of commodity X and country B gain 5 unit of commodity Y, and total gain from trade in commodity X as well as commodity Y. Commodity X increase 15 to 20. That means country A and B both gaining 5 units, and production of commodity X and commodity Y increase 5 units of X and 5 units of Y. But limitations of absolute cost advantage. First limitations is no absolute advantage for many countries that directly depend upon natural advantages. Next, country size is varies in each and every countries. Adam Smith assume that there are two country and two commodity involved in tradings, but actually at that times two country and two commodity are not generally involved. This is the scenario of multilateral trades. Next is Adam Smith assumed that product is homogeneous, but in reality, both countries can't produce the same quality of products because different production of the commodity depend upon the efficiency or quality of labors. Next, technical are unchanged because during the production process technical may be improved. Factor of productions mobile within the country and immobile between the country, but in reality factor are also immobile within the country because labor of Rajasthan not generally move to Bihar and Gujarat and other states, and labor of Bengal, Bihar can't easily move to Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, etc. Ricardo also criticized the theory of absolute cost advantage because according to Ricardo, it is possible when two country and two commodity involved in the productions, it is possible one country has absolute advantage in both the commodity and other country has disadvantage in both the commodities. Then trade between two countries will possible on the basis of comparative advantage, not on the basis of absolute advantage. Thank you.